Joined by Odell Haggins.
How you doing, brother?
How have you been? How was the summer?
Summer been good. Got time to spend with my family. Took my daughters on some unofficial visits and things like that, playing volleyball. And so I had a good summer, got to fish a little bit. So I had a good summer to spend time with the family.
So your daughter's a volleyball prospect and you took her
Yes.
on visits?
Yes.
Where's she thinking about?
Well, I'm going to let her talk about that.
I almost tricked you
That's
into
her
it.
show.
So what position does she play?
She the pin hitter. She play all over.
That's got to be fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It's funny. Look, on the other end, listening to your daughter getting recruited, now knowing I've been recruiting people for 29 years, it's different.
You get to listen to the coaches recruiting her?
Yeah. Get to talk with them. I ask them the tough questions.
I'd love to know what those questions are.
I'm just letting her have that show.
It's well advised. So, Coach, you've got some depth at defensive line, looks like to me.
Yeah, I got some depth. I got some mature guys and guys that have worked hard, thanks to weightlifting coach. That group has done a great job of shaping them kids in the last 2 or 3 years. And the defensive line has taken it together and worked their butts off to get better and listening to them. And like Coach Norvell said, the climb, keep climbing, keep working, keep it 1% better. Just never stop, keep working. Worry about the day that God gave you that day. Don't worry about the next day.
So it seems to me you have a pretty good foundation with your older guys.
Yeah. And you got Robert Cooper. Robert Cooper is a guy, he's not a vocal guy, but he's a leader. He's a teacher. You see him pulling the guys aside after I finished talking to him. They're not doing something the way we wanted our standard. They put them aside to talk to him. Fabian's more vocal. He would say it to him out loud. Hey man, come on, we can't afford that. This is the way we do it. But those two guys right there, they're great guys. They care about this team. They're selfless guys. They're not selfish.
Okay. I guess every year with a guy with Robert Cooper and Fabian, that your expectation this year for them, do you raise your expectation? Do you raise your demand?
My demand is to be dominant every year. Never change if you're a freshman to a senior. That's the way I want the kids to play. Don't go year by year because you're a senior, you're a junior. No. If you're a freshman, what play you're in, you're dominant. If you're in one play, you be dominant, no matter what. And I coach a freshman player just like I coach a senior player. I coach a senior player just like I coach a freshman player.
Okay. What do you think what would you guess? I'm having a hard time phrasing this question, but the potential for this group can be.
I'll say this right here, the potential. We're disciplined. We're doing our job. We're doing the things defensive linemen are supposed to do. We're going to be a darn good football group. But we got to be disciplined. We got to do the little things. We got to work every day. We can't take days off saying we've arrived and nothing like that. We got to challenge ourselves. Me and JP, we're going to challenge them. But you got to challenge yourself too. But the biggest thing, stay disciplined. Don't get balled. Don't go out there looking for the ball all the time. Do your job to the best of your ability.
I want to ask you about an individual player, and Malcolm Ray. What is it that Malcolm's got?
I tell you what, Malcolm, and I've said to somebody else early on, and our weight room, the weight coaches down there, Storms, they've done a great job reshaping that kid. That kid has done an outstanding job. He has taken the bull by the horn. I've coached him hard, pushed him hard. He has gotten better every year. And that's what we expect. And Malcolm is doing a hell of a job. And Malcolm is a quiet leader too. But we expect some big things from him this year.
You know, I noticed he seems to get after, pass rush. He's better than I might expect that he would be.
Yeah. Malcolm always came in as a young guy. He was twitchy, can move. He understands the game. 6'1" and 3/8, 285 pounds. He's a very good athlete for his size. He understands the game.
Pass rush. You lose Verse. You don't lose Verse. You lose Jermaine Johnson on one side and Keir Thomas on the other. You have Verse in this year and Briggs. That's
Derek McClendon.
And Derek McClendon.
And I'll tell you this, I always look at a situation like that, the next man up.
Yeah.
The expectation at Florida State. Keep grinding, keep climbing, no drop off. That's how we coach them.
So the pass rush this year will be interesting to see how it develops, I would think.
Yes, you'll see. We can show you better than we can tell you.
Yep. Well, this in in August. What is it that what will the first few days of practice?
Fundamentals. Getting in the great stance. What are you looking at? How are you striking blockers? Your low pass, things like that. That's the biggest thing a defensive line, when you come in, you got to harp on that before they can do that. Beat the man in front of you with great technique.
Odell, as always, it's great to talk to you.
Same here, buddy.
Your position is so fundamental to the game of football.
Yeah.
You don't get it done up front.
Yeah, you got to. And people saying, well, the defensive line, hey man, our football team, it's all about Florida State. We do what we do, practice hard, everything else will take care of itself. This
past few years, I think we've seen growth. I feel like coming in to this camp, you have a foundation that maybe we didn't have a couple of years ago.
Man,
Coach
has developed a foundation, dependability and accountability. He has developed that. He has been pushing that, doing what you're supposed to do all the time, not sometimes. That's the key.
I think I see that. You do see that.
Yes, you do see it. That's where it's going to be, or you're not going to play.
One other thing, last thing is, I feel like I see a team that's more together.
Yes. You look at them and they're going out to eat together, doing things together, and it shows. You show the chemistry. You're seeing how they've been working, trusting each other. Football is a game of trust. That's it. They trust each other.
Now, you say that. For the listener, the person that's listening to this, what does that mean when you say it's a game of trust?
Game of trust. Your buddy next to you, he got to feel that I'm going to just working out. If my back is turned, I'm not going to cheat a drill. I'm going to work at it. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to work just as hard as you. I'm going to push you and you push me. Not saying that when you look at somewhere else and you're not going to work hard. It's trust. They're trusting each other. That your brother's going to be next to you. He's going to work as hard as you're going to work.
And that translates into the game as to, I'll do my job, you do your job.
Yes, that translates to being a teammate, a great teammate.
All right, guys, we need to start wrapping up.
That's what that translates to, being a great teammate.
Thanks.